So what does it mean to get real on the topic of health and move it from an aspiration to a reality? Let me try and answer that in two areas, one on philosophy and one on action. In terms of philosophy, building an organization that's capable of deeply reflecting on itself and sustaining health, not just in this cycle, but for multiple cycles, is essentially a question of leadership mindset. You either believe that or you don't believe that. If you do believe that, it becomes resonant in your actions. If you don't believe that, then we get the organizations that we deserve. So to some extent, the adoption of a leadership mindset that says building health is not a nice to have, it is part of my role. That is the role of leaders, to make a delta, to make a differentiation between the performance potential of the organization without a focus on health and that with a focus on health. But let me turn to the more pragmatic stuff. You know, nothing changes unless behavior changes. In an organization, the output of the organization is the collective sum of the behaviors of the people in that organization. So how do you build health? Well, you do a bunch of pragmatic things. First of all, you stop things getting in the way of unleashing the potential of the organization. So that means that you look at the processes and structures and mechanisms of the organization. You know, if you want the organization to be customer focused, but you have a budget process that takes 8 months to nail. I know that sounds like a horrific example. There are many organizations where it takes 8 months to nail the budget, where the annual plans come out 4 months after the beginning of the year, where the evaluation systems only cover 60% of the people who are supposed to be evaluated. Some of these process disciplines, they're quite prosaic, but if they're not in place, you just won't build a healthy organization. As an individual, if you don't take adequate exercise, you're unlikely to be healthy. So looking hard at those processes is central and a foundational requirement. Then looking at the kind of corporate demographics. You know, healthy organizations are organizations with lots of energy in them, rather than like healthy individuals. They're organizations where there's a lot going on. I don't know many people who join an organization feeling depressed, demotivated, and alienated. Those negative characteristics, or symptoms of ill health, tend to occur over time as organizations breed those characteristics into people. So we need to hire the right kind of people, and we need to treat those people in the right way. I don't know many leaders who deliberately treat people badly. Yeah, I know many, many organizations that unconsciously treat people badly. So if we want people to contribute ideas and be innovative, we need to give them space and opportunity, genuine encouragement, genuine empowerment to be able to make those opportunities. So get rid of the stuff that's in the way, get rid of the excess complexity and the bureaucracy, and focus on opening the space and allowing people to really make a contribution.